Hi everyone, I am Average Levine, and I am here today to do a two-part review and tutorial on how I do my eyeliner. Now today, I'm going to be reviewing the Juvia's Garden of Juvia's colored eyeliner. I'm super excited. The minute I saw that these were live, I had to go get some. I've got 4 colors today. This one is Cobalt Blue. It's a very pretty blue. I've also got Electric Lime, which is a very fun colored light green, almost yellow green. I also picked up Lilac, which is very pretty. It goes very well with really soft and cool looks. And then one of my favorite colors of the collection is Teal. I really like the packaging of the boxes. And to read off, this is richly pigmented in eye-catching hues. This water-resistant liquid liner won't bleed or budge for all-day extended wear. Apply, then let it dry for a tear-proof look that won't require touch-ups. This cruelty-free formula is vegan and made without gluten, parabens, phthalates, and non-comedogenic ingredients. So, sounds pretty good. This is what the containers look like. They're very pretty ombre magenta to yellow. And they've got a really sleek design. I really like the containers. And this is what the brushes look like. Now, when I first tried them, so I've tried them over the past few days, and I've really liked them. My only concern is that the brushes are a little stiff when you first start using them, so it may take a few times to kind of relax the bristles. And I think once they do start to relax, it's a little bit easier to work with. But let's just start with the Cobalt Blue. So I have a couple mirrors here that I'm going to utilize. Now, when I'm starting with my eyeliner, it can be a little scary. For a beginner, I would suggest doing dots. So like a small dot in the corner of the eye, a small dot at the center of the eye, and then a small dot at the edge of the eye. And you can also do that for the wings. And I'm just going to dip in again, just to resaturate the bristles. Okay, so there's our dots. I know it's kind of hard to pick up on the camera, but then the easiest part is just to connect the dots. So you'll just kind of drag the bristle until you reach that second dot. And I find that doing these in small sections like this makes it easier to get it correct the first time. What I will say about these liners is that it dries really quickly. However, you do have to let it dry. So I think if you're first trying these out and you're a little scared of it smudging or transferring onto your eye makeup, doing it in small sections like this and letting each section dry before you move on to the next might give you the best results. Usually I'm a little bit impatient when I'm doing my makeup, so I just go for it. And then what I tend to do is if a mistake is made and the product like transfers, usually it happens on the edge of my eye, it'll transfer up into my brow, into this crease. Then I'll just do a graphic liner look with it. I'll bring the line up and into the crease, and just it adds an element to the already done eye makeup. But if you're looking to stick with what eye makeup you have, I'd advise doing it in small sections and letting each section dry before moving on to the next one. You can also use a fan to speed up the cooling process, but today we are just moving on. And so now I'll start working into the next section. But like I said, the bristles seem to be a little stiff. So the more that you use them, I believe that they are going to relax and you'll be able to bend them more than when you initially open it. I don't know if that was I don't know if that was intended, or if the product hardens on the bristles in shipping and packaging it. But I have noticed that the product does dry hard. I actually used a brush myself, and I just got product off of these bristles, and that made the brush harden as well after I let it sit out for a bit. I'm sure you could go ahead and try to relax the bristles either by wiping off all the product and then kind of working it through maybe on your palm or on a paper towel or something that will be easy to clean up. And that will make using this product a little bit easier. It's not a necessarily difficult thing to use. It's just a little bit more, it's a little different than what I'm used to. So it does take a little learning curve. Okay, now that we've got the majority of our eyeliner on, we're going to move on to the wing. Let me just dab off a little bit of this excess. Okay, and now you just want to pull up with your product, making small strokes until you get to that final dot. And then what I like to do is go from the dot and then drag it down back to your eyelid. And then all you need to do is fill in this triangle negative space that you created. This cobalt blue is very pretty. It kind of reminds me of my high school colors. Okay, and we're going to finish filling in that triangle that we made. And now with this product, I would recommend that if you do happen to make any mistakes or your hand slips at all, to try to correct it before it dries, because this product is very long lasting. I did try it out a couple of nights and the product stayed on overnight. I went to sleep woke up the next day and it was still almost the majority of it was still remaining. So I was quite impressed with that. Okay, just gonna finish this eye here. And in order to show off all the colors, I'm going to do another color on my other eye, and then for the other two colors, I'm gonna do kind of a graphic liner on my crease. So this is the Cobalt Blue. It's a very pretty color, like I said. It's very pigmented. And so you're going to want to let that dry. So we'll try not to blink or let it smudge at all. I think I do see a tiny spot that I need to fill in. So let me do that one more time really quick. Now, I've been a humongous fan of Juvia's Place ever since I found a TikTok, I believe it was, of the Magic Palette. And once I saw that, I said, I need to research and find this eyeshadow palette because I need it. It's so pretty. It's one of my favorite palettes still. I've had it for years now. And ever since then, I just kept an eye on Juvia's Place. Bought a lot of their products and really adore them. And when I saw they had colored eyeliner, I lost it because I truly didn't expect it to be a product that Juvia's would come out with, because it is very risky, I would say, almost. Not a lot of companies come out with colored liner, let alone liquid colored liner. I also have tried out the Eye Define liquid liner. It's their black liquid liner, and really appreciate this. This is a, once again, long-lasting eyeliner. It's very dark black. And it also comes with a pen liner, so that is good for outlining your design and then filling it in with the liquid liner. Okay, now I'm going to pair the Cobalt Blue with the Electric Lime, and I'm going to do that as, oh no, this is the Lilac. Let me grab. Okay, see what I did now. Alright. So now with the Electric Lime, it's this very beautiful, almost highlighter yellow green. We are going to do a graphic line on our crease. So I'm going to start more in the center, and then just follow the crease. Now I've worked with the Electric Lime a little bit more than the other colors, so the bristle has softened up, which is a lot easier to work with once they've softened up. You can have a little bit more control in the product. But I also recommend that if you have a liner brush that you like, to either, I haven't tried dipping my brush into the little pod of the eyeliner product. But like I said, I did take a liner brush and just scrape off basically some of the product onto my brush, and that worked really well. Okay, so now we're just going to create a wing there, and I'm going to go back to the front. Kind of drag the product down to make a fine point. Let me resaturate my bristle. I will say that the colors are very true to the pictures. Sometimes products will come and they have a slight hue difference than what appears on the website, but for these, they are spot on. They're exactly what you expect. Exactly with on the packaging, you can kind of get an idea of the product color itself, and I think that they match perfectly. Now you can see I have a little bit of the blue product around my fingers, so they can be a little bit messy, but when I'm doing my eye makeup, I make a big mess. It's part of the process for me, so I don't mind that at all, and it's an easy cleanup. I use my cellular water, or you can also just do makeup remover wipes. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the teal and do my other eye, cat eye wing. And this I'm going to do a little bit speedier process. I won't do the dots. I will say that I like to make the top line of the eye makeup or the eyeliner and then go in and fill it in. I feel like that, doing it that way, you don't overextend your eyeliner, making it bigger than what you want. Because, you know, sometimes you'll be doing your eyeliner and your hand will slip or something like that, and you just keep raising the width up of the liner. Yeah, this color I've also used quite a lot, so the bristles have softened up on me and they're a lot easier to use. So if you get the product right away and they're very pointy and sharp, just give it a few wears before making a final decision on the product. I will say I think that this teal is my favorite color of the four. It is very like pastel, but very sharp and very pigmented. And I have a few mascaras that are in this teal color. So eventually down the line, I'll do a teal eyeliner and lashes look, which I think will look very, very beautiful. So we're just going to let this set and dry out. So far, I'm really liking the product. This again is the Cobalt and Electric Lime, and then the Teal. Alrighty. And to finish off, we'll go in with the Violet and do, once again, a graphic line on our crease. Once again, starting kind of in the center of the eye to create the arch, and then swooping it down and pulling it out for the winged effect. And going back in to the center, dragging it down to make a point. And there you have it. It's a little softer of a color, so I think with a darker base, it'll be easier to see. I like to do kind of a warm eyeshadow look with the violet to make it pop and contrast more. But it's still a very pretty color, especially if you're doing a like pastel purple violet eyeshadow look and doing the final winged liner with the violet. I think will look super cute. So if you try that, let me know in the comments, or follow me on Instagram. It's average_Levine. And you can follow me on TikTok as well at average_Levine. And I also stream on Twitch at average_Levine. Alrighty. Well, this was the final look. Liner in Teal, Cobalt, Electric Lime, and Lilac. And I also recommend the Eyeline I Define if you want just a black liner. It's also very pigmented. Here, I'll pull it out. And once again, I really, really like the eyeliner container. It's very aerodynamic and feels really great in the hand. And using it, I feel a lot of control. I'll just do a quick swatch on my hand, just so you can see how black and deep that color is. And that was one swipe. This also is very long lasting. I will put it on one day and go to sleep. I know I should go to sleep and take my makeup off, but sometimes I'm just a little lazy and I just fall asleep. But the product is still on the next day, which if you just want to wake up and kind of redefine that line again, it's a nice product for that. But that was my review of the Juvia's Place, the Garden of Juvia's liners. Once again, I have them in Cobalt, Electric Lime, Lilac, and Teal. I'm hoping to get the rest of the products, the rest of the colors in this line. A lot of them were sold out, so you can tell that it's a popular product right off the bat. and they have a wide variety of colors. There's some oranges, some soft red. I know that there was a white. And I want to say like a soft blue. I'm just going to pull up their website here now to see if I can find all the colors. They also came out with a Garden of Juvia's palette, which looks very pretty, as well as their Juvia's lip glosses. So the colors available are Cobalt Blue. Okay, they have Sweet Pink, Lilac, Living Coral, Tangerine Dream, Pink Hibiscus, Sunflower, Electric Lime, Aqua, and Cobalt Blue. So I think on my next order, I want to get the Sweet Pink, the Living Coral, Tangerine Dream, Pink Hibiscus, and the white. I'm not the huge fan of yellow, so I don't see myself using that one. But the rest of the colors, I definitely could see myself using them in creative eye looks. Alrighty, but thank you so much if you watched this video. And for my friend, I hope that this gives you some lessons in how you want to do your eyeliner makeup. Alright, thank you, and hit that subscribe button.